Good. It was nice to get I got most of my water bottle. Oh, yay. Yay. I really I really probably I don't need to add any more, but a water bottle holder would be a good thing. But now I carry this big gigantic picking house can it's not gigantic, but I carry this big backpack to work. It's a insulated backpack and I carry my lunch, my breakfast, all my snacks in it to work. And I'm very happy. I mean, I only spent $12 on it. Um I could have gotten what do you want to call those? Like a lunch cooler or whatever, like that like construction people and people that work outside use to carry, but like $40. So I went with the $13 option. I mean, I always bring a water bottle to public events I go to because I'm prone to kidney stones. Well, I don't know if I said this yesterday. Maybe I did say that. I don't know. When I went to Michael's, I I think it's funny. Like when I go with my kids, they've always got a water bottle with them. Picking Halls has always got a water bottle. Jingle Shark, KK, they've always got a water bottle with them in the car, ready to go. It's we're going. If we're going somewhere, it's in my car. They're ready to go. And I've always thought, why are they bringing a water bottle? And now that I've started drinking more water, um, the other day when I went to Michael's to get my yarn and everything, I was like, did I not pack the water bottle? I am so thirsty. Biscuit, do not get up on the blanket. So, yes. So, when we all travel this next week, um, over this next weekend, I will I will have my water bottle with me. I think I'm even gonna have Papa a water bottle in the car just in case. I mean, because you don't wanna make pit stops just for a water. So, I hope this is a good tan color for this pencil. I mean, I just picked it off the wall because I already have it. All this yarn I already had. Um, so this blanket is already paid for somehow. As Papa says, once you have it and whatever, the money's gone. So the money's gone.
Trying to get rid of that live stream ended thing on your chat.
Oh,
But here if you want to see chat, you want to catch up.
oh, I have a nice new water bottle with a built-in straw. Ooh, so you had to make it a strap. Oh, I like that. Yeah, mine is a Picking Halls picks on me because I have my mom bought me a Stanley Cup probably 2 2 Christmases ago. Never used it, never used it, and, I started using it this year right before, and I started using it right before no. Yeah, I started using it this year, and she was the one that says, "Oh, look at you, you're bougie, you got a Stanley Cup that matches the color of your car." And I said, "No, I didn't." And I said, "That's the one grandma got me." And she bought that 2 years ago. I just started using it. And she goes, "Oh, so you got to color your car the same color as your Stanley Cup." I'm like, "You're such a nut." My kids, my kids will, what is that called? They will bust your chops. They will. I recommend the Owala Free Sip Sway if you ever need a water bottle with a straw.
That sounds
Well, I have the Owala Diet Coke thing. I don't know what that is. Like my oldest one got me an Owala bottle from Target, and it. I don't know if you can pull the straw out or not. I've never even tried to pull the straw out of it. So we're gonna
sorry
look.
guys, no
We're
chat
gonna
on stream.
no chat on stream today. Hold on. I'm gonna look this up. Owala Free Step Way. There we go. Ooh, I like that. I like it. That is nice. That is nice. Not a bad price. Not a bad price. That is nice. I like it. Pretty. Look at me. It's pretty. So, anyway, um, Jingle Shark and I were talking about uh what should Peepop be for Halloween. And since her hair is really curly and out here like this, unless you put it in two little pop knots, she looks so cute. Um, her dad said she should be the Doc from Back to the Future. And then Papa was like, yeah. And you could take a cardboard box and you could put it around her little trike bike that has the handle on it that she likes to sit in, and you can just push her around. And I said, she likes to wear sunglasses, so you could probably get her to wear a pair of goggles. It wouldn't be that hard. So, I don't know. They're probably going to go to Boo at the Zoo because she says it's not too much candy and it's not too chaotic. So, just one of those things. Last night I started working on my second bag, jack-o'-lantern bag. So, when we go, I have both of the bags in this blanket. I already have the bag that this is going to be folded up and in. And I got to sew the mouth on to the one pumpkin bag, get the other pumpkin bag pretty much made in the next 2 days. And then I've got to clean my car out just a little bit, get the car seat out of it because we don't need a car seat in the car when we're going. And by the way, Access, just so you know, I commented on that video that you sent me about the magic ring because I was like, gosh, I didn't even comment. I didn't even heart it. Gosh, I'm such a rude person. I watched it and never commented on it. That's why I commented on it. I was like, you went to all this trouble to send me a video and I never commented back on it. And I do like the way that is because I mean it does make for a stronger center, stronger hold on it. Though you almost got me with you didn't cross over, you just wrapped around and me, I'm like a little bit. That's how it was. So anyway, but that's why we have friends that craft too, because we can all find out what works better. And picking holes, are you at work already? I didn't think she went in till later, but maybe she's already at work. She might be driving down the road. Hitting every curb she can. Picking holes can curb a car. So well, I really never worried when she drove my Durango because I was like, she's gonna take it up on a curb. It's gonna at least go over the curb. So any recommendations? So we're seeing biscuits. I mean, she pretty much locked in the pet sitter. Is there anything that maybe we should tell her? I've written things down, but that maybe, and I've pet sitted before, so I should know, like, just, this is here, this is here, this is, you know, I don't know. I'm gonna make sure she knows how to use the remotes on the TV, 'cause I watch a dog next door and I still don't know how to work their television. Still don't know. Why I take my yarn with me. And their dog is so sweet. She 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 sometimes wants to play, but most of the time she just to herself. She don't want to deal with you. You're not her people. Food, treats, walking, pooping, sleep time, emergency info. There we go. That Axis just said this is all your pet center needs to know. See, we just let him out in the backyard, so there'll be no walking. He doesn't get any treats. So food, pooping, and sleep time. Yeah, this is gonna be sad because I'm gonna have to tell her he likes to go to bed at 8 o'clock, and he likes for you to be in the bed too with him. Um, if you eat your friend's gummies in their cabinets, so you can mention that too if you want to. I also get no treats. Um, so I'm cleaning out our fridge today. I deep clean the fridge at least once, twice a year. And I'm deep cleaning it again because I don't want somebody to put their food in my and judge my refrigerator. I This person may not judge my refrigerator, but I mean, I literally went through it last night and made sure that, everything was, in date, that we didn't have a straggler out there. Usually Papa's really good about the when something's out of date, he's like, "It's out of the fridge." He's really good about that. So, but I'm just really weird. I'll take all of our recipes, everything I have hanging on the fridge off. But they're gonna think we're well traveled because we have magnets from our kids where our kids travel and they bring us magnets back from, you know, like New York and Florida, the Bahamas, and I've got 2 magnets from New York. One that KK gave me, and then one that my supervisor gave me because she has 2 houses in New York. Her daughter used to live in New York, but lives down here now. So she says she's got to sell her houses. Hi, Crochet Toys. How are you doing? Buenos dias. Yes. How are you doing today? It's probably really I'm un poquito on the Spanish, un poquito. Um, but yeah, she brought me back one on how to make what do you want to call it? Buffalo style wings, and it's got the recipe on it. Have I ever used it? No. No. Should I? I think Papa might like it, but and his mouth is doing fine. Um, I don't know. I can't remember if I said anything about it. He the dentist said today's the day when it's all gonna hit. But well, yeah. But he said no later than Sunday. But I will say this, Papa has been taking medication like the ibuprofen and staying ahead of the pain. So hopefully he will be doing good. I don't know where in the world that I thought that 5 I know where I was thinking, but I wasn't thinking right. I wasn't thinking right. I was thinking like I did the eraser and the metal because I did the eraser 10. I should have done 20 on the eraser is what I should have done because the eraser probably needs to be bigger. But my niece is a good kid. She's not gonna say, "Aunt Ray, you should have made the eraser bigger." She's not gonna do that. So, the school has already started back here, which means school traffic. So it takes if you leave out of my neighborhood after 7:20, you might as well forget it. It's gonna take me the 40 minutes to get to work. That's how bad traffic is. Because I have to go through no matter which way I go, I have to go through 2 school zones. And if I go another if there's a if I if I go th the way I go now, I only have to go through 2 school zones. If I go my way that I like to go, I have to go through 4 school zones. So, in high school, then there's a private school, and they have, lights up too, and then it's a elementary and a middle school, but I don't go that way anymore. It's just, I don't know, it's just a lot it's very complicated, so I found another way. And if I start yawning again today, I'm gonna be like, "What is wrong with me?" We were up at 7 Biscuit and I were up at 7:30. We were like, "Yeah." So, the other day I was leaving my house and I was so sad I couldn't get somewhere the way I wanted to because it was like 2:30 PM. I know. And yesterday I left work at 4 o'clock, and I did not realize when I come home the way I come home that the middle school still has the flashing lights for the speed. Like, you have to go down to 20 miles an hour to go through the school zones, and I didn't realize at 4 o'clock that the middle school was getting out, and they were still underneath that, time zone I mean, the speed zone stuff. So but it's the fastest way home. Your schools go until 6:15, like 6:15 at night? Goodness gracious. What time do the kids go to school? Oh, the flashing lights. Oh, okay. I mean, I can understand it though, if the lights go until 6:15. And I'm gonna say this, because if kids are in after school activities, then people still don't need to be, you know, see picking houses thinking the same thing I'm thinking. Most of our schools are off and I the elementary school is kind of in a neighborhood, so driving, 35 or under is perfectly fine for the speed limits. I think the speed limit is 30 in that neighborhood, so you only have to drop 10 miles for the school. But, I mean, because when you're driving through a neighborhood, that's fine, but a lot of the schools are off major roads, so asking people to drop down to 20 when people are impatient nowadays anyway when they're driving down the road is crazy. Me, if I was a policeman, I would just sit out and and get my tickets that way because people are like, I don't have to slow down. I've got places to go. Well, no, you do. And I know when these schools were bought, they were major roads, but the road I remember when Papa and I first started coming here after he got hired with the company he did. We would come here like once in a blue moon on a weekend. We'd take the kids to the mall. The road that the mall was on is the major road that goes all the way through the city. And it was smaller, way smaller. I mean, it might have been two lanes on each side. Now it's not. It's two lanes in some places, but it's four lanes in more congested areas, like 3 to 4 lanes on each side. So we're I don't know. Traffic is traffic. And they make it so that I mean, I don't know, like, when I was younger, you could tend to walk places. Things were nearby and you could walk. I mean, it might be a good walk, but it wasn't like you're afraid you were gonna get, "Oh, good morning." You Yep, that's me. Pop and I were actually talking about hurricanes this morning because, hold on, did I not? Oh, I did that wrong. We were talking about hurricanes this morning because there's one in Hurricane Lala, and that's what we tell, Penelope. We always go, "Oh, Aunt Lala," for KK, and, so I said, "Well, I don't think there's been many hurricanes on the, Atlantic coast this year." Looked it up, only 2 of them have been used. I mean, and by now and he mentioned this, and I totally agree, like, in the last few years, it's been, like, crazy with the hurricanes on the Atlantic coast. Maybe it's slowing down. I would say the people in Florida and other places need a break, so, yeah, I hope so too. Yeah, nowadays, no, you can't. I mean, I remember when I lived in Myrtle Beach when I was younger. I mean, you could walk places. I don't even think it's probably safe to walk places anymore. Though I'd probably be safe. Nobody wanna kidnap me. They'd be like, "Oh, look at that red hair. Mm-mm, no, thank you." The trauma she's gonna give us. I went walking this yesterday morning when I got up. I didn't do it this morning, but, I got halfway down the road and I was sitting there thinking, because our neighborhood's big. I think it's kinda big. And, I was like, "Oh my gosh, what if somebody nabbed me?" And Papa doesn't even know that I've left the house because I didn't tell him I was leaving the house. And, I was like, Nobody wants me. Nobody would want me. They would give me back. I would start complaining the minute they got me, and that would be it. Drop me right back off. And the way they build things nowadays, I mean, you really can't. I mean, yeah, it's 30 minutes out to anything now. Unless you have a really tiny piece of land somewhere and they put a Dollar General on it. I don't know where we were. Oh, when we went to pick up Papa's prescriptions the other day, there were like two Dollar Generals within less than a mile of each other. I assume the reason I haven't been deducted is because they would listen to you. You don't look bad. I've seen this part up in the donkey video. So I'll move this out of the way. So how is everyone's crochet projects going? How's everyone's day going? I mean, last night, my mother-in-law and Papa were talking, and she was like, "Oh," 'cause, there was a tornado near her, and oh, okay, this morning they were talking, and she was like, "Oh, it was a," and he goes, "You know, Mom, that's one road over. That's one road over." And, "Oh, you're on vacation after this? That's nice. That is nice." I've got tomorrow, I've gotta be at work at 6:30 in the morning so that I can get 7.5 hours in before I go to my, iron infusion. And then the 2 days after that, I've got to get at least I've gotta get 24 hours in the next 3 days. Crochet has been very slow going the past week. The humidity makes the yarn stick to my fingers and affects my tension. Oh. Well, yeah, I didn't I think this is why this blanket has been go slow going is because it's been so hot, and I don't wanna mess with yarn when I'm hot, because no matter what, even if I'm inside, it's still you still get hot underneath it. We're going to Myrtle Beach for 2 days for a wedding. I don't know where she's going the rest of the time. Oh, they make you do single days and whole weeks. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. My supervisor from the company that bought us, if you don't get 40 hours in a week, she uses your PTO and makes you up to 40 hours. She says that's just standard. And next year we're not going to be standard because I've looked all over the employee handbook and I can't find where it says that you have to have 40 hours on your paycheck. Now, when I worked at the hospital told you up front, you don't have 40, we pay you this amount of PTO every pay period. If you do not have 40 hours each week, we will pull from your PTO and we will make you have 40 hours every week. But they told you up front. And I think that was one of the things, if we do get a survey after our first year, that is one of the things I'm going to put on there because it's not nice. And then anything they do say in the thing that they can only put your PTO on in 30-minute increments. You can't do it any less than 30-minute increments. And there's another department, if they're even short 15 minutes, she puts 15 minutes on their time. I mean, I don't blame him. We weren't allowed to have overtime. So I just made sure, and our lunch break was taken out. So we didn't punch in and out for our lunch break. They just took 30 minutes away for our lunch break. So as long as I clocked in at let's say I was supposed to be there at 8 o'clock. If I clocked in at 7:59, as long as I clocked out at 4 o'clock, I was fine. Because if you clocked in at 7:59, they just rounded it to 8 o'clock. So I would clock in a little early, and which is crazy. It's really, really crazy. Because even when you left, if you left after 8:07, they rounded it to 8:15. So you got 15 extra minutes. So they were really big about, not getting overtime and stuff. Yep, that's what they did. If you already follow Retro Myrtle Beach guy on YouTube, he's a friend of mine that does reviews and stuff about all the local places in Myrtle Beach. Oh, that's nice. I might look him up anyway just to see who he is because I grew up there. I lived there for 23 years. So, might know who he is. Papa might know who he is. Papa knows a lot more people, I think. Me, I stuck to work and home. Now, okay, when I was younger, I did go to the boulevard and I did go to the Magic Attic a lot. So every weekend. Because when we got older and we worked, my mom would let us. You never went to the Magic Attic? This
Hell no, I didn't do that. Was the teeny bump.
Oh my God. I think more guys went cruising than yeah, I will. I mean, I did say if it's not too bad, I would like to go to one putt-putt place. And I was talking to Sam, Jingle Shark's husband, and he was like, "Oh, cool, I'd love to go." And I said, "If you go with us, you better expect it to be competitive because Picking Halls and Papa go in for the kill of putt-putt." KK tries. She's just not she tries, but she's not as whatever as they are. That is so cool though. I mean, think about when fairy dust came into my stream, I mean, it's like 6 degrees of separation. It's like cruising would be too expensive now. Yeah, and I think they kind of cut it out. They've made it so that yeah, you really can't. Um, like 6 degrees of separation, how people are connected. And
Crochet.
hold on. I don't see it.
Very top, very end, second scheme down.
That's not a hook. That's the hook from the wall.
Okay. I didn't think it stuck out that far. The short skin. It looked like a crochet hook sticker.
But yeah, I just think it's neat how we meet people, and it's so cool that we know that, like, you can know people online. I mean, not know them, but know them, and y'all have something in common. You have something in common. It's just so cool. It just really, it's amazing. Let me do that. Hold on. I'm writing that down. I'm gonna look his YouTube channel up. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if we'll end up going to the beach. I know that Saturday I'm going to pick my mom up. We're going to pick my mom up, and I'm going to say, get everything that you're going to get for the wedding. Because when we go back to the condo to get ready, I I want you to have everything because we're not coming back until we drop you off tonight. And she'll be okay. She'll maybe when I'm there, I'll set her up her YouTube channel so she can on her television so she can watch me. Because she always says, "Well, I know you stream on Saturdays, but I'm not gonna like put Twitch or anything on her because
Yeah, because she don't like video games.
no, she doesn't." But my mom's alone, and I love her. Yes. Morning, Panther. How are you doing? When Papa and I were younger, we lived in Myrtle Beach, and I don't remember. I don't remember how far it would go down, but I do know that if you got to the pavilion, you there. I don't know where people would turn back around to get back to come back the other way.
You go down, you hit just one of the side streets right there, and you come back.
We'll see, because I didn't cruise.
Yeah, no,
The boys cruised. The girls went to the Magic
telling
Attic.
you, you hit one of the side streets, and there's like one every block basically.
Yeah. So,
People let you in. We drove up to right about that pizza place where you turned around north.
oh, okay.
The one where that sidewalk, because I remember one time we were sitting there, traffic was moving so slow, like the cruising was so gridlocked that I got out of the car, went into the pizza place, ordered a pizza. It got done before he got too far down the road, and we got the pizza and got in the car and we ate. It wasn't moving.
Those were the days.
Those were
Those were the days.
we were pulling up, and I was behind friends didn't know them, and popped open their hatch and started shooting me with the super soaker. Started shooting the car. You never knew who you were going to run into.
Nope, you never knew. At Panther, yes, the gay kind of cruise is doing the cruise was being discussed for driving him down the road and road scatting. It was here around the beach at the A&W root beer stand. That's
No, you know, that's the time. That's a good thing. Maybe I'm not supposed to know.
1, 2, 3. I don't know. It's getting hot now.
You had that conversation.
No, the blanket is making me hot. I mean, I'm sweating. This is why we don't do blankets in the summertime. This is why crafters, unless you're doing something, you know, I'm going to say this. No, a unicorn, if you're out there, or enchanted, if you're out there, this is why I work with cotton yarn in the summertime. This is why I like working with cotton yarn. Cotton yarn does not make me hot. Acrylic yarn makes me hot. It's out there now. Now I've said it. Because she's always picking on me because she's like, well, you make everything out of cotton. Cotton yarn is little, tiny, and it's cotton. It's cotton. There's no sweating. Huh? What dude? He's asleep. I had to get a picture. The dog is passed out. No. But he's completely content because both of his humans. You're cotton yarny too? Oh, let me tell you. Everything I make, and if it's like for pea pop or now, I will say this, I probably do need that. I'm gonna have to write that down. Hot dogs for girls. I did a hot dog bag for somebody at work. She wanted a hot dog bag for her daughter. Her daughter has got a food truck and it's called Dirty Dogs and Dirty Dogs. So they do hot dogs and dirty sodas. Cruising in my area was usually Walmart parking lot or Wendy's parking lot. Hey,
See, now
now
that was
and Conway, there's a town outside of Myrtle Beach. It's called Conway. They cruised around the mall. That's what they did.
the parking lot thing. That was like my hometown, which is Podunk, middle of nowhere, Ohio. That was you basically cruised into the parking lots and then went down the road. Yeah. I was never old enough to cruise there. They go park in the parking lots. A little mini car meet on Friday nights.
Y'all did that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Why'd you say it like that?
I know where
You
you're
think
from.
you
I know where you're
think you
from.
drive tractors and combines?
Yeah.
All we had was farm equipment.
Y'all were in bed by 9:00.
Bro, we were not in bed.
I was driving to work the other day. Now this is going to get on the daylight savings time, whatever. And it was dark. It was like 6:30. It was between 6:30 and 7. And I was like, oh, so if we fall back, which they said if if it's signed, we won't fall back. We'll stay on this time right now. We'll stay where we're at on this time. So I was sitting there thinking, well, it's still dark during this time of year.
I saw where it's gonna be like around here in the winter. It'll still be dark at like or 9 o'clock.
I wouldn't doubt that.
That's
Because
bad for the kids trying to go to school.
yes,
But they're gonna leave it up to the states even if it does pass. And
can it
Bill Lee has already put a trigger that if anything like that ever passes, then we opt in. He put that into a bill.
yeah, and he signed it.
Yeah.
Tennessee said that if the federal government said they were going to do it, we would do it.
Yeah. He's got a trigger.
Well, he's not our governor
It
anymore.
doesn't matter. Put a trigger into law.
I understand that, but I've known that for years. They passed that
I know.
way before. They
know.
passed that like
I
2
know,
or
but
3
I'm
years
saying
ago.
is governor ain't gonna matter. We're all
They can override it. They can write a new bill.
automatically gonna be if they do it. That's what I'm saying. There's not gonna be any if, ands,
You're
buts.
not gonna. The farmers around here might have to.
There are farmers, but states like Ohio.
Yeah, daylight fighting time. It costs $40 to fill my tank. We're not getting out unless we have a plan. Oh, okay. That's for her. Panther. No, it's a lewd act in the gay community. I don't want to explain it here, but you can feel free to Google it if you want.
Might be careful Googling it too.
I just thought that it was I'm like, well, this is awful dark. I mean, if we stayed this way, then yeah, the kids coming out to get in the bus in the morning are gonna be
There's issues either way. When you think about it, yes, not. I'd like to have one consistent time, but there's not going to be a win-win or a lose-lose. It's going to be a win-lose.
yeah, he's like, you two quit it right now. He went under the blanket.
He's licking his.
Oh. I feel like I'm further along in this than I am, and I'm really whatever. But is it fallback real time? So why wouldn't we stay in that? Yes, fallback is real time. And that's probably where we should be.
Want to save the daylight
Because they want to save the daylight in the summertime. And the sun doesn't go down till 9 o'clock.
Technically, you would have more sun after work time in the winter too.
Yes, and you would have more sun time after work in the wintertime. Except for people like you who work 12-hour shifts. So you don't want to be stuck in spring forward. Well, it's not going to happen. That bill in the Senate and the Congress, I think Congress passed it. It's up to the Senate now. So I don't think it's going to make it through there.
I mean, you had enough support for it to get this far.
Okay,
Don't
hold
go
on.
looking nothing up.
No,
Stay with your crocheting. We're not going to get into politics.
we're not getting into politics, but
You can agree to disagree.
yes, we can. But it would be nice to have a consistent time. Either way it goes, it would be nice to have a consistent time. But you two are nuts. You two are nuts. So let's see. The Pick and Halls, do you have your outfit for the wedding? Oh, okay. What color are you wearing? I'll have to send you a picture of mine. I think your dad's wearing black and blue. And I'm sorta kinda matching him. Oh, you're brown, just like, KK. They're both doing brown.
Yeah, you can't pull off brown.
No, I'm just saying they're both doing brown. Yeah, we can't do brown. I let Papa pick out his outfit, and then I coordinated my outfit to it because it's a lot easier to do that way.
What she's saying is, I'm married to a fat dwarf, and it's harder to find his clothes. So we had to find his clothes first at the short and fat department, and then she could find a dress.
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. He's not a fat dwarf.
But
He's not a fat dwarf. If you were a dwarf, I wouldn't have got wedges. My shoes have heels on 'em.
I'm a dwarf, but you're a midget.
So the city where I work is planning to have a pride event for Labor Day weekend. All the locals are going bonkers over it. Social media is an unpleasant place at the moment here. I can imagine. I can imagine. I don't understand. I mean, if it's a peaceful event.
Yeah.
Well, they have pride events here.
No, what I'm saying, I think Kentucky is worse to me.
People don't need an excuse to be yes, they don't need an excuse. And you know what the thing of it is, Axis, is the people that are butt-faced booger heads love to be behind a keyboard, and they feel safe behind that keyboard and saying that stuff. And I don't know. If everybody lived the way Barb did, Bray did, and ad break starting soon, then we would all be fine. You do you, and I'm gonna do me. That's it. That's it. Your virgin ears just bled because of butt face booger head. I would love to know the argument to be made that about that cause who is celebrating Labor Day that actually knows what Labor Day comes from. True. It is for the working class people. So, for the people who work, unless Paul's knows something I don't know. I'm gonna look up what does Labor Day mean. It honors the workers and labor movement. So, yeah. Fight for rights. People formed labor unions to demand 8-hour workdays, fair pay, and safe conditions. It became a it became a holiday, and its first celebration was in New York City on September 5th of 1882. It became a federal holiday in 1894. It's a it's a day of rest where people get a 3-day work week, 3-day weekend. Some people, some
We
people.
should have one.
Yeah, we should have one a month. I can't believe I didn't get censored. I don't have, censors on butt face boogerhead. You can call anybody a butt face boogerhead in my stream. I don't care. Now, Papa might have other words censored.
That
Um,
doesn't fall under it.
oh, yeah. You're safe in my stream. True, picking halls, true. It's meant to be a holiday. And people just know they get the day off and they don't, yeah. They get into too many deep things and you're not taking, I don't know. You're not taking anything away from anybody. Let people have fun. Do you have to work that weekend? Hold on. No, you don't, because we're having a yard sale that weekend. Oh, the boys and girls.
Going to the cookies in the deep blue sea.
God only knows what you're gonna get when you come to my stream.
McMahon will bring it. Not Jim McMahon.
Ed McMahon.
Quarterback for the Bears. Ron McMahon. Too many McMahons in my life.
Vince McMahon.
Jim, Ed, Vince, Stephanie.
I get labor off. Thank God. I don't even get those 8-hour works. No, you don't.
Hey,
But
price you pay for making the big bucks.
it is yes, it is the price you pay to be a legal drug pusher. And I think you technically, now this is me. Other than like where was what company? Welcome back. Welcome back everybody from the ad. Where was the company that you worked for that the pharmacist works 7 days on, 7 days off? Was that Walmart? You didn't work at Walmart, but is that Walmart? Or Sam's? I think Sam's is, yeah. And Walmart, they have to work on Sundays. At Sam's, they're closed on Sunday.
I didn't even know Sam.
Yeah, and did you know you do not have to have a membership
To use
to use the
the pharmacy.
pharmacy? It's against the law.
I can understand that. Bro, I'd be sneaking in grabbing stuff. I'm going to the pharmacy.
Yeah, but you can't go through you can't buy it. That's where Sam's would be good to have a drive-through, because then people that just wanted to have their stuff at Sam's could just drive through. I think it kind of does suck that you don't get a lunch break. They don't give you a lunch break. I mean, you get a lunch break, you get a paid lunch break. She gets a paid lunch break.
But we don't have to work.
Well, a pharmacy can't be open if you don't have a pharmacist.
Well, she could sit in the back on a lunch break.
Oh, drive-through killed pharmacy. It was the worst edition. Okay, why did it kill pharmacy?
Because they don't get as much money from the people picking up stuff.
Oh, that's true.
Not as many impulse buys.
Well, the only reason why I drove through the drive-through to get
I didn't want to leave my ass in the
I didn't want to leave him in the car, and he wanted to walk in with me, and I was like, what if you fall over? We are not embarrassing picking halls like this. They wouldn't have known. I would not have told them. If he would have fell over, I would have. I did embarrass you just going through the drive-through, and I'm very, very sorry. I did not mean to embarrass you. Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
would say pharmacy, that just kills customer service.
I'm glad this is a piece of trivia I did not know until the other day. That was the first That was the first video ever played on MTV, was Video Killed the Radio Star. When MTV went off of the air, that was the last song that they played. But they sang it live.
MTV's still on the air.
Yes, but they
But
don't
when it
do
stopped being what it is,
music
what it
television.
was.
But they sang it live. Well, I'm happy that you knew that, Kicking Halls. I was gonna say KK. One, two, three. This is going a lot longer. Well, I mean, I made it through the first ad break. I guess an hour for 5 rows is okay. And I'm not even on the 5th row. Usually takes me 10 minutes. That's my Jeopardy question. I put it in my back pocket. Oh, okay. Because that is a good Jeopardy question. I did not know that. I was Googling something about, no, wasn't Googling anything. I was down a rabbit hole, and that I don't know how in the world that ended up in coming out of the little rabbit hole, but it was in it. And I was like, "Oh, I didn't know that." So see, if me and Picking Halls were in a trivia question and we were against each other, we would both know the answer. So that would you said that yesterday, 10 minutes. And yes, 10 minutes. 10 minutes normally, 10 minutes in a row. But with my yappity yapping, I guess it's more than 10 minutes in a row.
Listen to this. Quit your job, follow your dream, start that business. That's how I went from making $4,000 a month to $40 a month. Sure.
It is the truth. I think that that works. If you're in a relationship, that works for one person. And
Unless
it's
you already have a proven thing that you've been able to build while working.
right.
Or if you have, say, 6 months of income saved up that you can
Fall back
have
on.
6 months to get it going.
True. So if this is the case and it takes me over 10 minutes to do each row, then this is going to be at least a 2.5 hour stream. Don't know what I was thinking. I was like, oh, yeah, this will be a quick stream. I'll be able to, I've got 20 things to do today. I'll be able to get this done and I'll be working on that list. Now, see, what I'm going to do on the list is I'm going to prioritize. Papa knows. We used to work for this. I never worked for her. He worked for her, but she would come down. She was a manager at another Blockbuster store, and her idea of a list was you wrote your list out. She wrote hers out in the order that I'm assuming the way she talked. She wrote her list out in the order she wanted it done. I wrote my list out and then I prioritized what I needed to get done off that list, no matter where it was on the list. So I would, put my 10 things on the list that I wanted to get done, and then I would prioritize and delegate them out how to do it. Will I be delegating today? Have no earthly idea. Um, don't think so, but I will be prioritizing things and getting them done after lunch. This room will be easy because I just have to push in all of the cotton. I pulled it out looking for certain colors. Straighten up a few things back there. Dust. I do need to dust. And this room will be done. I was gonna clean my desk off, but I mean, it may come. I don't know. It may not. It just depends. I'm still a newbie to Twitch and haven't jumped into too many streams yet, but this has easily been my fave so far. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Sunsprout. Thank you. We try to be chill here. I mean, I do try to be, I really do try. But sometimes, we get a little crazy and talk about food and things like that. But, you know, try to stay on the fact of the yarn and how, you know. But no, thank you. That means a lot. Means try not to be chaotic. And why I tied that really tight there, I'll have no idea. But I did. But I got it in there. I got to keep my line straight. I might actually use up the majority of this. Did you see they arrested the seal? No. Okay, I'm missing. Food only sells me. Keep going back. Okay, no, I haven't seen that. Oh, and we do talk about crime here sometimes. Because we do like a good crime. Listen here, you better be lucky you better be lucky we didn't get timed out for the butt face booger head. I can see it now. Jax has got timed out for like 60 seconds for saying that. He'd have been like, what in the world? The man can't keep you down. Okay, I'm gonna have to look up the serial killer in Pennsylvania. But I mean, I'm gonna say this, and Papa knows. I've there are too many people that like serial killers that were born in Ohio, moved to a different state, and and then I don't know what, but when you're up there and you're cold and then you move to a hotter state, it's like your brain unfreezes or something. And I'm just gonna say it like that. I don't know what in the world happens. And well, bam, they become serial killer. I There's not a lot to do. Well, I would think Pennsylvania though. Well, no, not it depends on where you live in Pennsylvania. But I will say this, I've watched a lot of cops when I was younger, and I mean, a lot of times they were in Pennsylvania. The cops in Pennsylvania got on the Bad Boys show. Bad Boys. Yep. Those people need to play their video games more. Probably. That's probably why Papa's fine. Because he loved playing video games as a kid, didn't he? Yeah, he did. That's how he stayed out of trouble. Though I will say this, the story he has told me about him going to the flea market and buying ninja stars and then throwing them at him and his friends throwing them at each other. Okay, they threw them at trees. It didn't matter. They could have hit each other. They were skilled survivalists. Okay. I just saw something that I haven't noticed and you didn't tell me about. We will discuss it. This little dashboardy thing right up here. So I, as a child, at the age of probably 11, was put outside and had to mow the lawn, keep myself busy. Because of course, lived in Myrtle Beach. You weren't going to get in trouble. You were going to stay busy. The guy has been active since the early 2000s, maybe even earlier. They found millions of videos and images on his devices. They've only gone through 3% of the data, and he can already Ooh.
That the guy that they had. Maybe it's a fever dream, or maybe I saw this because I don't know. Lately, I've been having weird dreams, but they found pictures of dead people on his hard drive or something.
Did they find people unalived on his hard drive? Because I don't know what you can say and what you can't say to offend people. I don't think I would offend Fairy Dust, and if I did, I think he would tell me.
I'm just thinking of something. Maybe what I'm thinking of is
Just goes to show you, he obviously was very careful. And see, they put too much out they put too much out. Ever since we hit reality television, he said, yes, that is him. And in the insides of oh my oh, you're reading this? Oh, and he said, yes. And him and the insides of his house are in a lot of them. Like, yeah. I'm just saying, when we started hitting, and I'm just going to say this, Court TV, Nancy Grace, all that stuff, when all that stuff started happening back in the early 2000s, maybe 1990s, I don't really know when Court TV took off, really don't, but don't think I wasn't watching it. And then you would see these court cases and they would go to trial. And then people would see, oh my gosh, my phone caught me. Oh my gosh, this caught me. Oh my gosh, this caught me. People started getting smarter. People started getting smarter. They were giving the people that were doing the bad things, hey, make sure you check this off your list and you don't do it. That's just me. Just me. Now, personally, I did not know this. Do not know how in the world I did not know this because we lived in Florida at some point in time. Did you know that you cannot kill a gator in Florida? And they can't kill them. That's why people take in Florida, they take people down there and then the gators eat them and then that's it. It's done and over with because it's illegal to kill a gator. I mean, maybe I read that wrong, but I don't know. Just saying. I mean, who's gonna just go killing an alligator anyway? But I'd be crazy if you did, and then you found a human body in it. I might actually use up. I really might use up the majority of this tan. Then the rest of this little rag bag will whatever's left will go into the hobo blanket. I'm just gonna make a hobo blanket. In much of the South, you could do the same with yes, wild hogs. There was a oh, it was I think it was a Dateline. I watched it, and this guy disappeared off this road. His car was on the side of the road, and, he had been talking to somebody, but they were like, "Oh, well, somebody had to have done something to me because he couldn't have just gotten out of his car and nobody did anything to him." Well, on Dateline, they were like, "Well, yeah, but there were, like, wild hogs around here. If in the middle of the night, if they were out doing whatever little wild hogs do in the middle of the night, then, and they attacked him, there could be nothing left." I thought they did that. Now, I know they have gator tail in restaurants, but I just thought they had, like, farm-raised gators, and that's what they did. They killed the farm-raised gators. Polly's on caps today. I'm just saying. Crazy, crazy. I had to look him up, see who he was. I've started listening to this, well, and then, the thing of it is I started listening to this different podcast. It has nothing to do with, like, murders. Hey, Crafty, thank you for the check-in. Welcome in. Um, uh, it has a lot to do with, um, paints and other kinds of paranormal things that people if Papa ever disappears, this will be used as evidence. And you know what? Fine. You find him if he disappears because I'll be looking for him too. Oh, it's his life. Oh, okay. Because Axis, we Papa can't disappear. And if he did, I don't know. True. But I mean, I do love him. He's a sweetheart. He does. He knows when he gets on my nerve. He knows. I have one nerve left, and he knows when he gets on it. True about cops, and they had a bank robbery. Oh, I think it's crazy how. But see, the thing of it is something has to happen for people to learn that we have to adapt because unfortunately, people who commit crimes aren't going to play by the rules. He is a good bean, isn't he? And he's a really good IT person. The Axis, that's why Papa can't disappear because I got to have an IT guy. We'll just make it as basic as that. I love him to death.
Yeah,
To death.
heard that.
First of all, if God forbid anything was to ever happen to me, he would be lost. My kids would have to come in and take over. Because there are some things that I do, and I don't know if he knows how to do them or what I do. On the same token, if anything was to happen to him, my kids are going to have to come in and help me with some things because there are things that I know he does, but I don't know how he does them. I don't, I don't have any, don't want to know. Like, there are just things that I probably should be more immerse myself in, but I'm just like, oh, he takes care of that. Oh, he takes care of that. And I shouldn't be that way because that's wrong. Because that's like taking him for granted. But, you know, I will say this though, he can cook. So, I mean, he wouldn't starve to death if I died. I don't know. What woods? Oh, goodness gracious.
Went out there every day learning how to survive.
When your grandma passed, my grandpa probably had to teach himself how to balance a checkbook. Papa does all of our finances. So I would have to go in and get into his spreadsheet and figure out.
Gotta do the finances, cook the dinner, water the crops,
Yeah, he does.
the mail.
He does. He has to do all that. He doesn't cook the dinner all the time.
We cook our own dinner.
Yeah, we do. So, I don't know. We'll see. We have 4 more rows to go and on this, and then we're gonna change it to brown. I don't know how I'm gonna do the hobo blanket, but I think that I'm gonna somehow have, like, some interaction, like, I don't know. I wanna do something fun with it. Like, y'all get I'll have the colors or something, and maybe we'll vote on what color we'll do next or something. I don't know. I've just gotta come up with something fun. I know what I want to do with it when I get it done, but we shall see. And it's just gonna be using all the scraps up from my yarn so that it's made into something. Ooh, I know what I could do because I see it on Instagram and all that stuff. I could do a chaos, well, they call them chaos blankets, where they just take, oh, welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in. Yarny, how are you doing? Welcome in. Hold on, I gotta do something real fast. Um, welcome in. How was your stream? I was watching you. Did you get the top finished? Did you welcome in, Stellar? Welcome in. How are you doing? Um, you're so close. You're so close. Well, I was watching earlier and it was like, am I gonna get the top done today? And I was like, is she gonna get the top done today? You have 2 rows and a few rows of ribbing. Okay. Well, we're getting the pencil done today. Today is the final day I'm working on this pencil. It has to be done by the end of stream today. Hi, Welsh Jenny. How are you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. For those of you coming with a raid that don't know me, my name is Bray Crochet and I mainly crochet. I crochet woobles, I crochet blankets, I crochet keychains. I crochet a lot of things, but crochet is what you're going to get here. We have a chill vibe. We talk about food. Sometimes we talk about crime. So it can be a crochet and crime stream. And we just have fun. We just have so much fun here. Um so if if that's what you like, that's what you're gonna get around here. But Yarny, I am so glad you brought your people in here, your community to me. But if you do have to raid and run, I completely understand because we all end our streams for a reason. So, um, but if not, I'm glad you're here and hopefully it'll be done today, just not on stream. And Papa and Biscuit. Yes, and I have a Papa and a Biscuit. Biscuit is sleeping and Papa can't move because Biscuit is sleeping. But as soon as it's time for him to EAT, he will be up and making noise. So that's just how Biscuit works around here. Sometimes he sits on my lap, sometimes he sits on my neck. It's just whatever. But right now I'm doing a pencil blanket. I'm making this for my niece. She's a teacher. And we have got the eraser made, the metal piece, and we have done the pencil, and now we are on the tan part where it's sharpened. And once we get done with these 10 rows, we're going to do 5 rows of black. I'm not tapering anything in. I'm not doing anything like that. It's just going to be square. I'm going to let her roll it up and it's going to look like a pencil. So, um, I'm kind of making it a little shorter. This is my own pattern. I do not have, nope, I'm not going to have a pointed end. I'm not going to have a pointed end. So, I don't know why, but since I'm winging it, making this pattern as I go along, um, I was like, because technically, if I was going to point it, I probably should have started on the tan and bringing it in. But I also did not know, yeah, it's going to be a dull pencil. I did not know it would go faster if it was pointed. Yes, but I did not know how to do, I guess I could have changed the stitch for the tan part and the black. Um, but I like the Suzette stitch, so I just kind of stuck with it. And I mean, oh, I don't know how you would decrease a Suzette stitch, but I'm sure there's a way. But yes, she's going to have a very dull pencil. But as I saw where you can make a pillow, and it looks like composition notebook paper. So I thought about making her a pillow for that. Once I figured out also, it's easy, just make a Suze stitch instead. Crazy, you're crazy. I'm I bet you that, yeah, I bet you could. My brain's not working. Um, I probably, if I wanted to do that, I could have. We're just gonna go with it. I'm going with it. I've only got 8 more rows to go, and 8 rows is going to be great. What does everyone have planned for lunch today? I know what Papa has planned for lunch. Papa's gonna have SpaghettiOs because he has to eat something soft. Me, I'm going to have uh ground turkey meat with taco seasoning, black beans, sour cream, some cheese, and I may do some rice. I'm not sure. I might do a Sunday farmer's market run or Wendy's, LOL. Ah, I have a beef taco and a side of potatoes. That sounds good. Corn fritters. Corn fritters. I was a little under my calories yesterday, but I got 10,000 steps. Did I get 10,000 steps in yesterday? Hold on. I'll tell you how many steps I got yesterday. I got 8,500 steps in yesterday. So I'm not doing too hot today. So I forgot my sour cream from your potatoes. Oh, that's sad. Picking Halls. Did you hear what she just said? She forgot the sour cream for her potatoes. You can get sour cream. They don't have sour cream over in the deli.
Can she go throughout the
Yeah. You raised the amateur. Listen, I'm going to tell you this. Picking Halls is very, I'm just going to say, Picking Halls is so much more organized than I could ever be. And she's very organized. Me, I have to pack my lunch the night before or I will forget something. So, and I've packed my lunch and walked out the door. Papa will tell you, I walked out the door without my water bottle. And I'm like, I get almost all the way to work, reach down to drink some water, and it's not there. So I'm an amateur. She does take her food very seriously. I'm surprised you. I should. I used to actually have a water bottle that I have a plastic cup. I have a plastic cup that looks like this. Now you can't see what restaurant this is from because it's all whatever off of it, but it's a River City Cafe cup. They're in Myrtle Beach and they have restaurants everywhere. But I go to the one that's for the locals, way back off the whatever, because you know what? Hey, why not? Because it's for the locals. And then you don't get all that I don't know, all those tourists. But anyway, I have one of these at work, and I put ice in it, and I drink out of it too. Our lunch is to be determined. Mr. Stellar is taking thing 2 to lunch, shoe shopping, and birthday gift shopping for thing 1. Thing 1 and I will probably get lunch and spend some time together playing or watching a movie. Ah, this song would be good for serial killers. Another one bites the dust. True. I love another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. And another one down.
Don't believe.
You can't. He just looked at you like you lost your ever loving mind. He's like, tomorrow is thing 1's birthday. Aw. And how old will thing 1 be? Nine. Well, my brother, Papa, his sister birthday is in 2 days. I will have to remind myself. Oh, yeah, get what the heck? Biscuit needs a puppy. He would go ballistic. He doesn't understand, like, KK brought, uh, Dean over when he was little, and Biscuit just didn't understand what that little thing was in his yard. He was just, like, barking at him. But I think maybe if Dean and Walter are bigger now, it might be different. So, might not care. Might not. Let's see. Wanna make sure that I'm on this. Plus, I'm really weird about when I make a Suzette stitch blanket, and I don't know why. Don't know why. But I want it to end on an even row. So, this one, because I did the 100 rows of yellow, will end on row 130. So we'll have 130 rows. 150 stitches wide by 130 rows long. That's the length. I don't know why I feel like it has to end on a 0. Not tomorrow, but I think my father-in-law is bringing our new baby to us in the middle of September. Oh, you're playing one of those, but memories, memories. See, I tell Papa he can't have any more dogs. Biscuit's it. We argue about it all the time. You can't have any more dogs. Biscuit's it. Because Biscuit's an only child. You are. You're an only child. He likes the only child. I don't think he'd be very good with another dog, like around all the time. Then he might. I mean, he might surprise us. Okay. I might get this done if I, um, whatever. Oop. So today, though, oh, I forgot to put that on my list to go out and get all the stuff off harvest, all the banana peppers and the bell peppers and stuff today. I need to do that because with the bell peppers, I'm going to do what Picking Halls did and make the eggs in it. I think you did. Um, can I do Discord?
Oh, I'm looking at you. There's a
No.
Discord button on
Oh,
show Discord.
okay. Hold on. Let me see something.
You have to have Discord open.
I know I'm getting ready to open it and okay, hold on. I do not know what this is. Gates out of that. Um, okay. Oh yeah, we're going. We're going. Hold on. Let me move this over. Okay. Discord.
You show Discord or Discord?
I hit Discord.
Show Discord.
Okay, show Discord. Show Discord. Okay.
Sorry you're doing spam in your chat with Discord.
Oh, am I? I'm sorry. Didn't mean to do that, people. This is Linda's bag that she made for this is the one she winged it. I like yours a lot better because you got the black in there. See, mine is on top of it. Yours is in it. I like that though. I like that. I might have to move it over. I'm sorry, I did not mean to keep telling y'all to hit join the Discord. And let's see. Oh, Stellar, I like. I like the bowling balls. I like them. That's Snifty Smifty. Repurposing. Oh, not my crap, but one of my neighbors got crafty and used their bowling balls in their landscape. Okay. Oh, I like the dress. She tie-dyed a dress. I like it. I like the colors. The colors are good. You were taking Penny out. We were looking at your hold on. We were looking at your I said yours is different than mine because you did the black in it. And I made the black and then put it on it. But I like yours a lot better. I do. I like yours a lot better. And then we were gonna go see the pets. Oh, Bubbles and Honey. Here it is. Okay. I remember these. I don't know if everybody can see this. Oh, they're so big. I don't know if y'all can see movies, but it's cute. Oh, they're so cute. Which one are you getting, Stellar? Or are you going to get them both? This is Bubbles and Honey, her kitties. Oh, here we go. Are you going to get both of them? You need both of them. Listen to me. You need both of them. Oh, they are so beautiful. The one with the blue eyes. I love it. Beautiful. They're so cute. Let's see if Axis has put anything else in here in the food. That's Stellar and her breakfast, which is good. And this is Bubbles and Honey. Let's see what this is. She wants to eat this so bad. Oh, goodness gracious. I got a new thing, so I have to watch. Okay, do I unshow the Discord? Okay, that's what I do. I unshow it. Okay, you can share. You can share. I just figured Access keeps us in on the food. You can't make. I Puppies are wonderful. They're wonderful. You're wonderful too, Biscuit. I'm not saying that you're not, because he's still a baby. He's still a baby. He acts like one. He got all mad like a teenager today and was acting like he was going to bite me. And I said, "Excuse me, what are we doing? Who are you trying to bite?" And the Zoomies last night running all over the room that has all of our gym equipment, just going. Tick, tick. I also can't wait to surprise the boys. They're going to lose it. They are, but you know, kids and dogs, they're just wonderful. And I think that, like, Picking Halls, she used to have a farm. Not really, but I mean, she had like 3 cats. Yeah, 3 cats and a dog. And she just she's she's more of a cat person. But I mean, she does have Honey, and Honey's a sweetheart. She's just whatever. Um, KK's got dogs. Jingle Shark has dogs. But Jingle Shark has also had cats. So, um, we've only had cats and dogs, but let's see, because Jingle Shark had Kiwi, so when she was little. So we had Kiwi and Uber. Kiwi and Uber. Leon. Yeah. And now she has yeah, Uber was the family dog. I miss it so much. We've been keeping this secret since April. I'm done without you quiet. It would kill me. I would be like, um, you know, but you just have to because you want that moment on film. But I will say moving forward, I think will only be cats in the next round. A girl that I work with, they've moved her the cube beside me. She has 6 cats. And I mean, before that she had a dog and her husband convinced her that cats were better because you could have more cats and um they're easier to keep because you don't have to take them outside. But she's got one, his name is Monsey. Monsey, and he likes to go outside and just, he don't stay out there for too long, but he does like to go outside. Yes. Um, I completely understand that because Sometimes when we buy Christmas gifts, I just wanna give them to the kids. Like, we start early, and I'm just like, "I just wanna give it to them now." And it's just fun. Fun, 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 fun. Hey, Biscuit is patiently waiting for Papa to come back. He's like, "He left, but I know he's coming back." I am trying to get to the end of this because I'm actually timed it when I went, but I did stop for Discord, so I'm gonna give myself, but I think this is going to take 12 minutes, maybe 13 by the time I get to the end of it. 13 minutes in a row. We shall see. It was at 1:42, it's 1:55, so it's 13 minutes. 13 minutes a row. So the next row should be fine. Okay. Getting really twisted at the bottom because I keep twisting it back and forth. But at least it's twisting up in a ball, and that way it's keeping it I'm not getting so hot. Earlier, I was getting hot by it being across my lap. And then let's see. I have to find the when I get to the next row, I have to get up and get the black because um that will be it. Those last 5 rows will probably they'll go pretty fast. At least in my opinion, I think they'll go fast. Went to the farmer's market yesterday and discovered a woman who makes gourmet infused olive oils and dark and light I got a blackberry balsamic vinegar and it's absolutely delicious. I'm gonna have to go to the farmer's market that's on my way home one Tuesday. Just stop in and just go and see what they have. I drive by and I'm like, just pull in, just pull in. And I never do. I never. And this Tuesday I can't because I've got to be home because the girl's coming to our house, the pet sitter. She knows Biscuit because she's a vet tech at his vet, but we just have to go over things with her. So it's thicker, almost thin syrupy. It's thicker, almost thin syrupy consistency. She says it's fantastic in lemonade and iced tea as well as a marinade. Oh, I could see it in a, I bet it does taste good, maybe in a lemonade. Been drinking a lot of lemonade lately. Lemonade and water. And an occasional Bright Zero. So I might actually um when we go this wedding, pack a Sprite Zero with me. I have to clean out my purse though. I will say that. I might pack a different purse. Oh. An ad break is starting soon. I have to mow the yard and pack for Mocha over the next few days. I hope you have fun. I hope you have fun for MochaCon. Have your kids started back to school yet? 'Cause ours started last Monday. Yeah, he decided to keep your spot warm.
That was funny, bro.
Oh, that is cool. I thought that's when you started on Wednesday. I just have to get up and be at work a little leave for work a little earlier now. Because near where we live, there's two two county schools. Wait, three county schools 1 private school, 1 private preschool, maybe 2 preschools. So there's just a lot of traffic in the morning. Went to get my lunch. Jeff led me to believe we had leftovers. I looked everywhere. Oh, and I hate that. Probably what I'm having for lunch is probably what I'm gonna have for dinner because I huh? Well, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna cook for my lunches this week. I have stuff to cook, I just gotta cook it. How about he fix now see, KK would be all for that. She'd be like, "Okay, you can fix me a grilled cheese, mom." When she had her surgery a couple years ago and I had to stay with her, um, or maybe it was last year. Maybe it was last year. Um, it was funny because she said she would be sitting there and she'd be taking a nap and I'd be working and whatever because I worked from home so I could stay with her. And he literally like, "Can you make me a grilled cheese, mom?" And I was like, "Yes, I'll make you a grilled cheese." Grilled cheese is her comfort food. Welcome back from the ads, everybody. Welcome back. Yeah, but a grilled cheese is her comfort food. She loves a grilled cheese. You love cheese and everything. It is a very good and Papa and them have it with tomato soup. I just like a plain grilled cheese sandwich. I don't have to have soup with it. And over the years, instead of putting butter on my bread on the outside, I've been putting mayonnaise, and it's just it grills up a lot. It toasts a lot better. It's pretty good. It just toasts better when you do the mayo. Yep, it crisps it just right. You know what? Let me do this. I just thought of something. Yeah. Cheese broccoli soup, yum. Cheeseburgers, parmesan on spaghetti, etc. That does sound good. If I wouldn't have had to get rid of my zucchini plant and it would have produced a lot of zucchini, I would have probably loved to have done some zucchini fries with some parmesan on it, air fry them up. Yes. Make them really crispy. Why do I feel like I have a hair? Welsh rabbit is cheesy too. Hmm, never had that. We are getting the end of this row. Slice of toast with pineapple ring and cheese. Y'all are it is it's 11:30 almost. And I ate right before I started streaming because I was like, you know what? I want to make sure that I don't get hungry. I like pineapple. Um I like it when it's mixed with other fruits. I feel like there's somebody in our family that can't eat pineapple. I know it's not KK because she loves pineapple. I feel like it's one of them that's I'm gonna just say married into the family. Not Nova. See, when you say pina colada, all I can do is think of that song um, by Rupert Holmes, "Escape," the pina colada song. Don't look at me like that.
What are you talking?
You.
I ain't even looking at you.
No, gotta stop. Yes, that tan will be going to the Kobo pile. Okay, hold on. I gotta get it's gracious. If you like pina coladas. Okay. Just had to find out where the center pole was. Okay. So I'm just changing my color and I've made my stitch and I'm going to pull through, pull the tan tight, chain one, turn it, pull the tan tight again, the black tight, pull them both up. This is just the way I do it so that I don't have anything there. Then I single crochet into the first stitch because this is a Suzette stitch. That's what you do. Chain one, I pull again, double crochet, and then this is where I do my knot. So it's underneath the first row, and then I have that really tight. I didn't do the black as long as I probably should have done the black. Probably should have done it a little longer, but I'll be fine. And then we yarn over. We do a double knot. We put it underneath. I'm going to take a drink of. This way I don't have to worry about, I'm going to yarn, I'm crocheting over the yarn tails. That way I don't have to leave anything in. And then when I get to the next row, it will even it out. And I just won't have to worry about it. It'll pull it up right. And then it'll look right. And this is just, I'm going to say this is a big twist yarn by just the feel of it. Because this was a Red Heart Super Saver. I can just tell the feel. You can tell the feel of it. The big twist is a little bit softer. But I wanted a soft end to it at least. Sometimes I think when you put like too soft, like this is so this is big twist. This is Red Heart. So we're going to do big twist on it. It won't be so rough. So the only thing I think I'm going to hate about this trip is we're going to be in the car for 6 hours. So it's going to be hard for me. I got to get steps those days. Then it might not because we are going to go visit people and see stuff. So I think Picking Halls has to have more steps than I do. So in a day. Okay, there we go. We'll mark that down. It'll slip in there. And then here we go. I would send a picture of this when I'm done to my mom and my sister, but they they're like they're not good at keeping secrets. They'll be like, "Oh, they'll have to show it to her." So, I'm trying to because if I do that this is if it's 10 rows, 10 minutes a row, it's going to be 50 minutes. But I'm going to see if not that I can speed run it because you really can't move any faster on a stitch than what you can, and I don't mind because at least by the end of this will be done. I will pack it away in its little bag, and I will say, "Thank goodness it's done." Even though I will say this, like Papa says that blankets are my most stressing things that I do, and that really they really aren't. I tried to think about this last night and think, "What is he saying? Is it really true they're stressing?" With me, blankets, it's if I don't have a deadline on it, like I'm making it like as a gift and I have time to do it, then I take my time. But like say say this was a commission and I had to get it made for somebody and I told them, "Oh, I'll have it done in 2 weeks." "Oh, I'll have it done in 2 weeks." It'll be done. I won't stress myself out over it. What I would do is I would say, let's just say from 2 weeks from now. So I had to have it to somebody by the 30th of August. So I would say, I'm gonna have it done by the 29th. I would take 13 days, would take my rows. So this is 130 rows. I have 13 days. So I would have to crochet a minimum of 10 rows a day. I could do anything else, but as long as I did my 10 rows a day, I would be on schedule. So I could do my 10 rows a day and still do other projects. It wouldn't take away from so then I would know at least what if it takes me 10 minutes, close I'm gonna be working on it for 2 hours a day. Yep, 20 rows and you take 1 day off. Oh my goodness, I just thought of something. Because me, what I would do, okay. So this was 3 skeins of yellow. So what I normally do is this is how I price my things out. This is just my way of doing it. So It was $6.99 a skein times 3. And then I have 4 more colors, and that's probably 2 more skeins. So then it's $35 is what it would do. It was what it would cost me. So I usually times it by 3. So let's just say $40 including tax. So 40 times 3, 120. This blanket I would charge $120. That's how I do my math. Because then I know that I'm making whatever for it. And and in my mind, I think that that would hide the vampire itself. How are you doing? Then I would feel like I've got my money and my time out of it. You're doing good today. That is good. You didn't get any bad weather last night, did you? Because you're in Ohio, right? Pretty sure. But that's what I would charge for this blanket. Or I mean, it's rain, but other than that, I think it was fine. Well, that was good for you then. I don't think we got any rain last night. I didn't walk this morning, so I don't know. Usually you can tell when I walk the neighborhood. Because when I walk out the front door, grass is massively wet. And I actually, there was a there's a crochet content creator. Her name is Moogly, and that was one of the methods she used for pricing. She said, you take the cost of everything that it's costing you to make it, and then you times it by 3, and then that will take into account some of your time. I'm going out to play Pokemon with my brother at 2. What shirts to wear? As if you know my entire wardrobe. Ah, I wore a shirt to work the other day, and I felt weird about wearing it because it had nothing to do like the clothes that we're allowed to wear. But then I thought, well, we don't have a dress code now, so it doesn't really matter. The t-shirt. That's right. Wear the t-shirt. So this is row 2. We only have 3 more rows to go after this one. And I think it's working out pretty okay. I will say this, maybe I should have done. That doesn't look. Maybe I've got the light wrong. I don't have enough light on it. Doesn't look right. I put my blankets over my couch cushions so it's much comfier. Yes, I love this song. If that's what you're talking about, I love this song. Of course, this song was in the movie Footloose, the original Footloose. So I never watched the remake of it. I did watch the remake of Red Dawn. Yeah, I mean they are a little red, but it's a 6 millimeter hook. My clover hook, and it's a 6 millimeter. I think it's probably just the way I'm holding it. I am a little odd. Um, you landed on Japanese for lunch. That sounds like a good landed on. I don't know. I saw the weight of the yarn and it looked thinner. No, I don't. Maybe it is. Um, it's a big twist. They're acrylic yarn, but it does look awful thin comparatively to what I'm doing. Biscuits starting up. You only have a few more inches on your strap. That is great, Axis. That is great. I see. So, well, I'm happy because I only got 3 more rows to go. Um, it's n it's biscuit chewing on a bone. She says, "Does that sound on your side? It almost sounds like Discord hanging up or being checked and voice. Not sure if that's what it is or but it's what it sounds like." Tell you when he
That's not that.
oh, well, then I don't know. It might be on
The
my side.
Discord hang sounds nothing like
Oh,
that.
I don't know.
Close your Discord. Probably that you have your Discord alerts on and they're going through your
Oh,
file to fix that audio. Yeah, you're going to need to close it in the thing.
I did. I closed it. It's
Go over to the down at the bottom right where you go into your sound settings. Bottom right. You know what your right is?
no, right here.
And open up that little tray thing.
The settings. What tray? This thing? The Elgato?
No, clear to the right. Down by your clock.
Okay.
You should be able not that.
Just yeah, just
Your Discord is still open. You gotta go over here. But
okay. Hopefully that fixes it, Linda. Well, no, my Discord was going off because I could see it popping up.
yeah.
Something just popped up now, so hopefully y'all didn't hear that.
Shouldn't anymore because
Oh, okay. No, it was me, Linda. It was me. I'm trying to see if I can. No, I thought it was Biscuit because the other night, Biscuit
yeah,
was
there's more of a noise filter on there now. So
okay. Well, yeah, I don't know what Discord sounds like. I really don't. I probably have one too many notifications on my phones anyway. Because, like, when I go walking in the afternoon or in the morning when I'm at work, I have my little AirPods in, and I'm like, "Tick, tick, tick," and every now and then I'm listening. I listen to a podcast while I'm walking, and then I'll hear from Twitch, from Twitch. Personal places are not bad. Couches, beds, whatever. They're as long as you're comfy, that's what matters. Long as you're comfy. I gotta clean out my dryer vent because I want to wash a couple blankets. And the dryer vent, I have one that's doesn't go into a normal vent. It's non-vented. So it condenses the water and I have to empty out the water to clean the vent little thing once a month. But if I'm gonna run blankets and things through the dryer, I want to make sure it'll dry what I need when I need it to dry it in the amount of time. So I need to quit biting my lips. I'm actually looking forward to going outside and hopefully I'll have a couple bell peppers because Picking Halls did a breakfast. I know I was talking about it earlier where she took a bell pepper and she put an egg in it and baked it or air fried it. I don't know what she did, but it had like little bit of. Oh, because he likes to go farming.
He hears you saying going.
Yeah, he doesn't like that word. Kept him a little quiet this morning because I got up and got dressed like I normally get dressed for work. And I had yarn in my hand because I was crocheting last night while I was in bed on the second Halloween bag that I'm making. And I was like, yep. And so when we went downstairs, he got in his blanket and acted like, oh, okay, well, she's leaving. How do you like the new O-ring? I actually like mine. Um, it I use it to keep up with my steps. I haven't had it long enough for it to tell me how bad my sleep is. I already know how bad my sleep is, but because I wake up quite a bit all night long. Um, but I use it to keep up with my steps, and I love it. Once I get all the data of having it for the length of time, whatever 30 days or is that what it is? 30 days?
Yeah.
Anyway, it's my one big purchase for myself. He's underneath my feet. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the gifted sub. Thank you for the gifted sub. Ooh, couch potato. Thank you. Do you crochet? Do you knit? I d I have a different screen to watch my chat now, so it's a little saw it earlier, but I don't know how to do it. My girlfriend brought me here. We were both watching on Discord. Oh, okay. Okay. We are almost done with this pencil blanket, and this has been a passion, whatever. I didn't have a timeline on it, but now I have to have it done by Thursday, so I decided it had to get done today. So welcome in. Welcome in. And the other thing that I like about the Suzette stitch is because when you work in the back bump on the first chain, well, you do it with any, huh? Okay. Uh, it says it's only 78.
What's your thing is set to? Because
I'm just saying what the computer says.
no way.
Well, I mean, the humidity,
Under heat,
I know, so I don't understand why it's only saying 78. But
mine says 9 feels like 94.
okay. Well, I'm gonna believe yours then. The reason why when I make a blanket, my first chain, I always work in the back humps, the back bumps when I do the first row because I want that clean edge on each side. That way I don't have to have a border. And with the Suzette stitch, the way it works, it kind of borders itself. It gives you that line all the way up. So that's why this is probably one of my favorite stitches to do blankets in. Unless I'm putting a border on it. Then I will, not that I still won't, but because it makes it easier all the way around if I work in the back bunk. And then the sides, you just have to get a rhythm of what you're going 2 single crochets or however you're doing your border. And each stitch on the side. We are almost done. We are almost done. I wonder where my computer thinks I'm at. It's saying 78 degrees and cloudy. Mm-mm. Yeah. No? Now it's updated and it says 90 heat advisory. So it just wasn't updating. Okay, guys, we're almost on our last row. This is now I'm looking at this yarn. It does look a lot thinner than the other yarn. But black yarn is just different for me. I don't understand it in all reality. Not the easiest. Now, with it being right underneath this line and the stitch I'm using, it does make it a little bit easier to work with. But if I was like working in the rounds and on an amigurumi with this would be hecky doodles to deal with. This would be hecky doodles. No. Let's see. Yeah. What's my next project? Probably when I get back, it's gonna be granny square hats that I am making for P-Pop and her family. They're all gonna be Tennessee Titan granny square hats. So the colors are gonna be dark navy blue, baby blue, and white and cotton. And I'm going to make them each a granny square hat. P-Pop will wear her hat. Jingle Shark will wear her hat. I just have to make sure that I make it big enough for Sam for him to wear his. Him and P-Pop have a lot of hair. You used to have a free I actually got the pattern off of Michael's. There's a lady on Michael's. She has a granny square hat that she puts together, and I love the way she puts her hats together. It gives it that little instead of trying to hide the stitch on the inside, you use it on the outside, and it gives it that little edge all the way around the granny squares. So it makes it cute. But um since I'm only working with 3 colors, I have to figure out since I don't have a specific pattern, I just know the sizes I need for the granny squares. I have to figure out which hook size to use for each one of them. So I think for his, I'm going to use like a 6 millimeter or a 5 millimeter and just go more rows out on the colors. I don't know. Um, are they one big one and then 3? Yes, that's exactly it, Linda. That's exactly it. And I was making granny square hats and I was having a horrible time with them. And then I watched her do it and I was like, oh, this makes it easier. Hi, Axis. You're waiting for your sushi. I don't want to get rid of you. I don't want to. We're on the last row of the pencil. This is the last row. Oh, that is fine. You can do that. It may be easier for me to work with. Hold on. This is why black yarn is not my favorite. Yes, we need to know what kind of sushi are you having? Morning, afternoon, Coda. You're doing shampoo. That's my favorite. Look at me. That's my favorite. I know they think I'm crazy because I always tell them no wasabi and no ginger. I'm like, save your money. I do not need your I just want a little bit of soy sauce to be sprinkling on top of it. I'm not a big fan now if it's something that's in it and like you I see I don't have anything against like the spicy. I just I just don't like the ginger or the wasabi. I don't know why. I am gonna do this real fast. Okay. And let's do this. I feel like I'm crocheting too close. And I know I'm not because I'm looking at it. It's just not working for me. We don't have that many more stitches to go. I'm trying to beat the clock if y'all really want to know the truth. Okay. We're almost to the end, everybody. This is almost to the end. Biscuit, no, no. Go downstairs and he'll feed you. Because I want to show this to everybody when we get it done. I'll have to weave in the end after stream, but trying to get this done. Thank you, Linda. Thank you. I wish I was there I wish there was a mix between athletic shorts and cargo shorts because cargo shorts have all the pockets I want, but they're actually bulky and not comfortable. Athletic shorts have minimal pockets and a waistband that can't handle what I carry on me. You're so comfortable. Okay, buddy. You're welcome. If you have a hard time opening or anything, just text me back. I will. I tend to agree on the short thing, vampire. You can get up here, but you're gonna have to be behind me. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. He's smiling at me.
Oh.
Okay. No, 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 no. No, no, no. You're gonna have to get right there. We're not you're not getting on the blanket, buddy. You're not getting on the blanket. And he says, no, I'm getting on the blanket. You have to get on this side. Hold on, everybody. He's not gonna let me do this. It's Biscuit. I'm always impressed. There are people that yes. I worked with a guy and he worked shorts every day, even in the wintertime. It'd be 20 degrees outside, 15 degrees outside. He would wear shorts. An ad break is starting soon, and that's what I was trying to not have to. Let's see. See if I can. I don't know how to do it, but we're gonna see if I can do it. You gotta eat some. Tortellini to the rescue. Okay. Okay. We are going. Hold on. I'm gonna show everybody this blanket so that we can. Where is it at? This is the blanket, everybody. Here's the eraser down to the pencil, down to the black. So, and now an ad break is starting. I will have it rolled up when we get back from break so everybody can see it rolled up. Ugh. There we go. I'm gonna have it rolled up so everybody can see it when we get back. That'll give me a minute to weave in the end a little too. 3 minutes gives you a little bit of time. Whenever your little butthead. Uh, Penny is not a butthead. She is lovable. Biscuit's lovable too, but I think he's probably more of a butthead than Penny could ever be. Right now, he's going between rooms. He wants us both in the same room. And he's been getting that way lately. It's like he doesn't want either one of us to not be in the room that the other's in. And I don't know what's going on in his little head, why he feels it has to be that way, but he does. And not that it's annoying, but it can be for Papa because he's like, Papa does different things than I do. So you do different things than I do. So when he wants us both to be in the same room, Papa is usually the one that is, yeah, he's the one that suffers because unless I can take my crochet places, can you imagine those two together and what? Yes. Penny would probably run him though. He does not mess. He listens to little girl doggy. Like Our neighbor next door, they have a little girl. She's a she's like a little golden doodle, but she's like a miniature golden doodle. I don't know. She just she's little. She's tiny, but she barks at Biscuit through the fence, and he's like, nope, I'm not dealing with that. Nope. She can have whatever she wants." And he doesn't mess with her. She starts barking, and I don't know if Papa has told him just walk away, what, but he does. He walks away. Okay, I have just weaved in my ends, and I'm going to roll this up, and then I'm going to show it to everybody. So hold on just a minute while I roll this up. That's all I can do. All right. It's a dull pencil.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, full screen.
It's got more wood than.
Hush up. Maybe I should have done it the other way around. Okay, so here's the pencil rolled up. I'm not very good at this. Here. Yeah, I am very good at this. There we go. I think I'm going to have to add more black. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to add more black. I should have done it the other way around.
The brown is still fine. I think the brown can still be. The brown is still most of it on a pencil. When you look at the pencil, the black is a tip. So maybe you do just leave it.
I don't know.
It's a blanket, for God's sake.
It's a blanket.
Ain't nobody hanging it to look like a pencil. Doesn't matter. It's just a color scheme.
But anyway, thank you for everybody that stayed with me while I made this. I might add a couple more rows to it.
Just gotta be careful you don't want the black to be longer than the brown.
Well, that's half of the brown right there. That's literally 5 rows. The brown is 10.
Doesn't look like it. It's like, well, maybe it is actually. Once I look at it.
10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Okay, I've got it. Let's see. Okay, gotta go here because you know what? We're gonna go here. Okay, hold on. I just did something I should have done. Okay. So everyone, we are going to raid out to Teal Giraffe. Here is the raid call if it can copy. Oh, thank you for the check-in, Anne. Thank you. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, Dueling Needles. Welcome in. But we're gonna go over to Teal Giraffe and we are going to show her some love. She is working on a blanket. I think this one, this is the end of her blanket she's doing. I think she's doing it for the AC. Okay, buddy. Okay. Come here. If you want to say goodbye to everybody, you got to get up here. I'm not dealing with you. I love him to death, y'all. I don't even know why I act that way to him. I love him to death. But I'm sorry. And but I think she's working on her ASPCA blanket, if I can talk right. I think she's doing that, and it's the giveaway, or she's auctioning it off or something. I don't know what she's doing, but she's doing something with this blanket. And I know she only had like a few more rows to go, and then she was gonna be done with it. So yeah, oh, it is a giveaway. She is doing a giveaway on the blanket. So we're gonna go over there and show her some love. Y'all have a good day, and I will see you next time. Bye.